just press the live button.
Ah, beautiful.
Yeah, we are live. Great. Let me start sharing the stream on the socials. And then we'll see from there. Okay, let's check it out. There we go. Beautiful. Put up the music here. Then let's get into some charts. Alright. Yesterday we had an absolutely amazing stream. A lot of information spit. And we also managed to take some trades based off of the stream yesterday. And the first one is on Ethereum. Unfortunately, we did get front ran. But on the 5 minutes, I did like this very much. Because what happened here is we had our short POI. It was this 1 hour order block. And what we did is we hunted liquidity and we started trending down. So what we are essentially doing is we're drawing in a lot of sellers to short this market because we hunted liquidity and we started trading down. But what happened when New York opened is we took it out one more time, we tested our point of interest, and then we started breaking structure right here. So I entered on our little breaker here that we have on the 1 minute. This was supposed to bring us up again. It did not. We placed the order there, stop loss above the high, and we started targeting liquidity lower because we were in this higher time frame liquidity schematic. But well, we got front ran. Unfortunately, it was based on making the choice on Ethereum and the short on Bitcoin, and unfortunately, Bitcoin did get filled. So it's something for me to note down. Always take Bitcoin, not Ethereum. All right. So I'm not doing that again. Bitcoin also is a beautiful trade. It's just front running the technical target, which is, I mean, the objective is still to grab this liquidity. What we're doing now is just building up more liquidity to then trade some buyers into the market now, take them out, and then maybe we can see accumulation here, because why else would they attract buyers before hitting our technical target? So we're going to see what's going to happen there. Just hold this low and we can still trade higher. So maybe the plan of this liquidity hunt on the top was maybe to grab this liquidity down here, and then we can start trading up again. But let's see. We had both scenarios in the chart, and now it's just waiting till this scenario comes into play. We are in resistance, so do have a few zones that we can go to while trading down as well. What else happened yesterday is we took a trade on Levi. Was watching this in stream before New York opened. Then New York opens right here, and our position got filled with stop loss above the high. It was a really beautiful liquidity schematic, and I've hit a target. We've put the position in profit here, and now it's just waiting for the technical target, which is down here. Why did I take some profits? That is because we hit a significant liquidity point, and also the market was closing at that point of the night. So I wanted to take profits before the market closed, because you never know what's gonna happen with the pre-market. So I found it really important to take some profit before that. We still have positions running, and let's see if we can continue this trend. If we do, grab this liquidity, maybe test here, go below the low once more, then I'll de-risk the position really heavily right there. But technical target of the trade is at a 4.8 risk to reward. This was a trade that was shared before actually taking the trade. This was shared into the Discord. Let me grab that up, showing you this. There we go. In the Discord, I said Levi high time frame is an interesting spot and is clearly at support, which was right, of course. But on the lower time frame, it looked like we did not have enough liquidity to take out this weird high. So I had some short situations sketched in here, and was looking to trade towards that range low, and we managed to nail that. The link of the Discord is in the chat right now, so if you are interested in these pre-planned trades and how I actually find the trades, how I spot them, and how I trade them, I'm sharing everything transparent on YouTube, but more on Discord, alright? Because I cannot share everything on YouTube, of course. So if you are interested in that, the link is in the chat right now. For now, let's continue with the analysis. Was hoping my buddy, or your buddy, Chartsmith from the last stream would be here. It would have been fun.
Yeah. Maybe he's not awake yet. I don't know what his time zone is. It's a fun guy to spar with.
Yeah. Let's get on to the NASDAQ now, because it looks like what we did right here, we tested. Let me zoom out a bit. We have to keep in mind our high time frame picture, which is this buy to huge sell, and if we can never manage to break that high, it will be for sure that we are going to create new lows, especially with the liquidity that has been left behind right here. This is not how you create bottoms. No, this is just retracing before dumping down, in my opinion. At least it looks like it. Price action on the local picture will tell us more about that. But what has been happening here is we absolutely managed to get a huge bump. So many ticks, and that was because the tariffs of Trump got delayed by 3 months. But that is just delaying the inevitable. So in 3 months we still have the bad news, and the market got a short-term reaction from it. Yeah, sure, companies have more time to prepare and arrange certain things so they're prepared for it. But on the chart, that means there is a data low here, which is an absolutely interesting point to trade to. And look how we grind it up here while just building liquidity. And we are building liquidity on the lows till we have grabbed enough on the highs, and then we can start rotating towards the liquidity on the lows again, which I think is happening now, and that should also be the bias of the day. I am looking for shorts. We have this huge overlapped N-walk with an N-dog here, because we held on the 4-hour time frame, we held that gap right here really nicely, but then we just lost it, and we also have the new day opening gap, which is resistance right now, and that's also where this reaction came from. At the same time, when we tapped into that, we also took every single bit of liquidity. Don't whistle when I'm just blowing in the mic wall.
Oh, I thought I was muted. Oops.
Guys, and this is reality, you know. Sometimes let's not go that way. Let's not
No,
troll.
don't do it.
Let's not troll. Okay.
No.
But let's continue here. We took out every single bit of liquidity from basically the night, basically today. And yeah, that's where we're seeing this reaction from right now. We are building liquidity on the highs. And that means we can target liquidity on the lows. And liquidity is also, of course, a demand. So it could be the case that we could find some support here and go towards this liquidity. Take out all that liquidity, maybe reverse. It's just options. But at least for now, it is definitely down until proven otherwise. We've just made new lows. And this little manipulation as well before breaking that low. So that means if we can never manage to grab this high, our price action will remain bearish and we can keep on searching new lows. No matter if you come in support here, if you cannot break this local picture, this local structure, dumping down is what it's going to do. So the buys for now and for the trades is bearish. Of course, we were looking for trades here, but absolutely nothing. Absolutely no trades to be spotted here. It was too risky to preset this gap right here as well. And that is because, well, you keep taking out liquidity on the lows. And when is enough liquidity on the lows for that reversal up? Well, we started trending up here, so it was a bit scary if we took out this low to actually expect that lower high for new lows, because we could have just sneaked on all the FOMO buyers and then kept on trending, and no matter of fact we didn't. Look at this mess, just wiki, no gaps to inverse. It's just untradeable. Yesterday was also such a shitty day on the NASDAQ, terrible price action. Did manage to spot the only trade of the day, but I do not want to go into that too much. If you do want me to go into it, you need to comment, you need to show some balls in stream, or else I'm not showing shit there. Alright, down until proven otherwise. This would be a semi-long POI, our origin. This is the part where price pushed up. We held support for the first time, and that's also where we got that expansion up. And I do think this is a data low, because I'm not sure where this huge pump came from. It doesn't just come like that. Something must have been a tweet, must have been something. At least this is a really important part for the market to take out, to actually search liquidity on the other side. So let's see if that's a scenario that could happen. For now, let's wait. Could still start building these lows, because from here we did break structure, so we could still expect a price action there. Down from here, that's NQ in a nutshell. Plan for today, plan for New York Open. Let's see, New York Open can of course also take out all this liquidity, and then we could still reverse. That's also a possibility with New York. So let's see that. Let's take a look at some crypto coins. I didn't find it really that interesting, because like I said on Bitcoin at the beginning, it just looks like we are building up a little liquidity just to then get this dump down and go towards our technical target. And maybe start trending up from here because a lot of people are buying here, of course. We could also, from here, without taking the range low, get an extended model. Let's actually untested 15 minutes. It's great. Would be this supply. I do not really see a reason to take out this wick again because we've literally touched everything. If we do take out that wick, it could become really a lot of manipulation if we do go above, but I really don't see a reason for the market to do that now. There's nothing to search up here, literally nothing, so I am just focusing on this supply here where we could get the short from if we do start building more liquidity up here to then take a short towards still our technical target, the range low. And obviously we could get some continuation towards these demand points down here. Because this is our core that brought us all the way to new highs and a break of structure. So we still have room between these 2 points to actually catch that higher low for new highs. I like drawn in here if we do lose this level. Not a deviation, but lose that level. I do think we're gonna come towards this area. It's pretty much Bitcoin waiting patiently for retracements for the shorts. Definitely do not want to look for longs. Yeah, H-bar just following the distribution. Okay, we did hit our point of interest for longs here. Where we had this range, we could possibly manipulate a bit down here. And then actually get that retracement up towards all this liquidity. Because once we have distributed above here, we did get, we were building up a lot of liquidity. And when we are building up liquidity, that means we need liquidity from the bottom. That could also be just tapping into demand to then go towards this liquidity. So let's keep a close eye on H-bar right here. But I do have to keep in mind Bitcoin's situation. If we do trade up, then Bitcoin is going to go towards that supply. And we could still reject here from H-bar and make new lows. And from there try again. So we do have to keep those things in mind when trading. Let's draw this in. It's so ugly. Nope, not even gonna look for opportunities here. Altcoin. Still in its bigger range. Slow time frame range played out. You can see the beautiful support resistance the market was offering at that low. Definitely not the yeah, this looks pretty good actually. Start drawing this in. Yes, we are deviating the lows, but what I do not like is that we took out some really good liquidity here, which could have been a potential target in the future. But we removed that. We have that local distribution coming down. Do we have any extreme demand? Do you see a pretty good order block here? Let's check on the lower time frame what has happened. Yeah, it's pretty much this whole block. I think the 1 hour block is a bit less big, but let's check it. Oh no, it's actually perfect. We did actually touch our extreme demand, and we did started breaking structure from there. Did we test this? We did. Beautiful. No reason to come back there. So for now it's on Fartcoin. It's looking to me that we are taking liquidity on the highs, and we can keep on trading that way until it's proven otherwise. So we need to protect this low, and then we could still trade towards new highs, and possibly this liquidity here, because this is strong what we're doing. We lured in a lot of people in here, took out all the liquidity, touched our extreme demand, and then we started actually trading up, which is really strong. So it's up until proven otherwise for now on Fartcoin. And with this deviation, did we? I think we did. I'm curious about this one. This is really important for me. Yeah. Did we actually touch that? Yeah, we did. So there isn't really a reason to come lower than this part, and that's also why we just took that extreme demand and we are trading up now. I do like that. So let's check on the local time frame what is going on here. 10 minutes, little order block there. Structure is aligning. 50-minute also order block. I do think it's just this whole part below all of our liquidity. Because yes, we've reached our goal of making a new high right here. And from there on all, we just started building liquidity. So what I want to see for a play here, and I will be watching this today, and I am going to share this in the Discord in a second. If we do come down here in this demand block, taking out all of our liquidity right here, if we do get the trend switch in this box, then I am interested in playing this right here. Out of coffee, that's not good. Someone just joined the stream. Chartsmith, can you welcome our brother to the team? Maybe he came from the stream, we don't know.
Let's see.
Yeah. What I'm doing now, guys, I'm sharing the chart I just made. This potential play of today, or probably most likely tonight. This will start to play out, or even with New York, of course. Would be interested in this. Yeah, demand is continuing nicely. I like how we did not have to take out this low in order to start trending up. I like this. Let's keep an eye on that today. H bar, did not want to look at it. Doesn't look nice. This would be potential short PY for Bitcoin. Now I'm not touching Bitcoin. Okay. This is interesting. Maybe I analyzed Solana a bit wrong. Oh, not wrong. I just went over it quickly because maybe our 3-tap model was already there. Because what happened up here is we already distributed. So there wasn't really a reason to take out this liquidity because we distributed from there. And this was, that means this was a high to protect. Let's check if we touch this 5 minute. It's not our actual supply, but okay, that is beautiful. No, I do think we distributed from here. You could argue this is your 3rd tap or this is your 3rd tap. It depends because we distributed from here, but then again, this supply was pretty small and we created a new supply while breaking structure and testing it back here. But the facts are we did distribute. Also the facts are there are now 3 relative close highs here. Let's zoom out on the 4-hour while I got this in. And there is a reason to go higher because we do still have that liquidity wick up there. Yeah, this is definitely a deviation, so let's see if we can start trading back inside. Maybe tap into this 4-hour order block, come up, tap our supply away, then find support here once again, or go below the low into our demand, and then we could possibly start trading up again. It doesn't look bad for future scenarios on Solana. Yeah, just as I've this pointed out in the stream yesterday, this scenario would be great. Local time frame. Not looking to trade this, building up too much liquidity, then you need it to be here really early. Nah, not even an entry for me here. So I'm skipping that. Not clean chart. ETH, well, it already took out a bunch of liquidity targets that I wanted to trade towards. Our invalidation of a lower high is this high right here. Do not want to go above that. We can still move down if we do not gain that high. There we go. And then we did build a bunch of liquidity right here. And this would also align with Bitcoin, taking all of that internal liquidity out and actually testing our extreme supply to then still get a rotation back and keep this supply chain going. Supply chain. Oh, we could supply chain here again. Longs, not interested. We are in a distribution. No really any signs of strength to be seen. This is just liquidity, so your sweet spot for shorts is just up there. I'm not looking for any trades in here. Sui, still waiting patiently for the point of interest. Not touching it unless we do hit that. Link, what is Link doing? Middle of freaking nowhere, bruv. Front ran this point of interest, really waiting for that. It's this is your most beautiful one, for sure. Waiting patiently. Bitcoin Cash. Still not in point of interest. Okay, done. That's actually alright. Did we manage to tap it? We did. So we do have reason to go higher now, definitely. Let's look at this local picture, what's going on. Took out this liquidity. What happened from there is we started building that liquidity on the lows, which is a sign that we can target higher. Don't like this, and I definitely don't like where we rejected from, which of course makes sense that we reject from that block here. Slowly started grinding down, taking out all of this liquidity, and we actually, if we wanted to be really aggressive, we would held this price right here. This will be resistance now. What would I have to see for a play here? Well, these are going to become your liquidity highs. I need to see some more liquidity building. Need to see us going up, building those lower highs. Maybe go back all the way towards this low. And then you have the opportunity that you have created a range between this low and that high, where you could start to accumulate from the range low. Would be great, but for now it's a bit sketchy to touch it now. Doge, let me draw this in a bit better. There is a reason to go below that low again. I think this is almost the same as every other chart. We have that Hayung. We have this point of interest. We did tap it here. Okay. Made new highs from there. Actually got that liquidity hunt, and then we are just distributing down from now. And it is down until proven otherwise. Check 3 hour. Yeah. This is the high you need to break. If we do not break that, we are going lower. It's a bit scary because we've tested that away. So we need there are charts that are looking way better than Doge at the moment. So I would be watching the other charts I've pointed out earlier, like Sui. I would just wait for those charts instead of waiting on Doge. XRP actually gave that distribution. SFP that high. As long as we can hold this low, we can still search for upside. But then once again, we still have something untested here. And we could start also see upside from there. Liquidity building, POI below it. I'm just really looking for this this bottom here. Once again, other charts are looking a bit better, high time frame for longs. But then again, took out such good liquidity here. And this is really where your sweet spot is for XRP. So I want to wait for price to come there. Then I'm really interested in longs. AFAX the same. Just looking at our origin here. Those are the most beautiful spots in the markets at the moment. And this actually looks alright to get continuation from, for sure. CAS, front ran it, went absolutely bonanza. Looking like the market wants to return a bit here on Caspa, where we could just have this huge block range, could have our manipulation below here because we are accumulating, then absolutely blast off. It is a possibility, but Caspa would have to reject here, build up a liquidity high there, then move down, touch your POI here, or this one, because that hasn't been touched as well, and then I would be really interested in Caspa longs. To keep in mind, and really strong resistance here. We distributed from here, so we're not just gonna blast through that. I do like we are building liquidity highs now instead of distributing from this part, but just looking for lower price action from here. No shorting, because we moved way too strong up to short here. Also patience on Caspa. Few alts that are tradable now, but not a lot. ADA, still waiting for a high time frame gain, or else we're just gonna search up this wick. Oh, did we actually take that wick? If we did not, then we are definitely gonna come back here. No, we did not. This could be a case where we create a low, a high, take out that low, and then we could start trending up. Scenario I would be looking at. No reason to short, don't see any manipulation right now above all of these highs. This is just liquidity, leaving it for later, or we would have to create a range where we have, yeah, this is a deviation, our starting points, start building up more liquidity on the lows, go up, take out that high one more time, while also grabbing our structure high, and then we could definitely see rotation down towards these equal lows. But it's just a scenario we're nowhere near that now, and that's gonna take a few days to develop. I do like how Pepe traded here. This is the last chart I'm gonna do. Quickly take a sneak peek at the NASDAQ, and then ending the stream here also. Or else I have a deadline, or else someone's gonna be mad. Yeah, great part here. There. Great demand, touched it, started trending up. We actually broke good structure right here. So this would mean we could expect from price action to protect this low and start to break this high and create a higher low somewhere here to start to keep that trend. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, for sure. Not bad at all here. What would this point of interest be? Again, almost every alt has this. We did front run this great POI. Makes this a good liquidity point. So this is where a lot of people would be longing from right here. But that also makes it interesting for the market makers to take out that low, tap into this point of interest right here, and then start trading up towards this high again. Just fulfill this order flow. Patient here. Okay, take a sneak peek at the NASDAQ. Just grinding down a little bit. It's really not interesting. Curious what New York will do. Alright everyone, that was the stream for today. Short little stream, but again a lot of information spit. We took a look at, we did take a good look at the market, what has been going on. Again, sketch out some point of interest. Not really seeing any trades now. So last thing for today, what I would be looking to do is see how the stocks open. Maybe we can catch some trades on there. Manage the Levi trade here. And for the rest, just, yeah, also Fartcoin was looking great. For this point of interest, would be looking at that today. And if I do find any stocks interesting for possible trades, then I'll definitely post it into Discord. Once again, we are building a community here. I am sharing a lot of pre-planned trades in the Discord. It's no bullshitting, just posting everything before actually taking the trade most of the time. So all of that there is proof. If you do want to join that, I'm going to share the link one more time in the chat. And for now, Cage is out. And Cage and the Chartsmith are going to continue on another channel.
Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna press the live button here.
Yeah, I'm gonna share your link in the stream. There we go. Everyone can look at the channel. He's going live now. And Cage is out, and I'll see you there. See ya.